Hello, Mr. Fry's Algebra 2. This is February 11th, and taking a look at this factoring worksheet that you guys have for homework. We have to convert each of the following trinomials into factored form. We're using double distribution. I'm going to actually do the bottom first to kind of, I just think of this backwards, and I'd rather, talk about these first, number 5 and number 7. So convert each of the following into non-factored form. So when we're presented with this, we are going to think of, and I know he's not using this in class, but it's just the way that I remember it. I use the FOIL method, so I go first times first, so the first in each parentheses, first times first, so x times x would be x squared. And then I have the O outside times the outside, so the outside, so x times the negative 4, so it's negative 4x. And then I'm going to go inside, so inside times the inside, so 3 times x, which would be a positive 3x. And then the last, so the last times the last, 3 times the negative 4 gives me negative 12. And then I'm going to combine my like terms. The only like terms that I have are these two. So negative 4x plus 3x is going to give me negative x. So I'm left with x squared minus x minus 12. Okay, number 7. I'm going to have, I'm going to write this so that it looks like this so I can do my FOIL method. So this is x plus 15 squared, so that means there's 2 of these. So I take the first times the first, which is x squared. The outside times the outside, 15 times x is 15x. Inside times inside, 15 times x, 15x. And then 15 times 15 is 225. And then I combine these like terms, 15 plus 15, I have 30x. So I'm going to have x squared plus 30x plus 225. Now, I do that because when I'm thinking of these, I'm thinking of, okay, what can I add together and get this number, and at the same time multiply together and get this number. So these are like puzzles. You got to think of things that you can add together and things that you can multiply together to get those 2 answers there. So obviously 7 times 1 is 7, and 7 plus 1 is 8. B squared is, I'll have a b here. So I'm thinking of this FOIL, and I'm thinking of it backwards. So I'm going to take that b, and I'm going to split it up to b times b. So I'm going to have b squared, and then I'm going to go, outside to outside. So b, this is 1b, and it's going to be 7b. So 7b plus 1b is my 8b. And then the last times the last, the 7 times the 1 gives me a 7. Okay? And so there's my factored form. B plus 7 and b plus 1. I do the same thing here, but this one I'm not going to have anything in the middle. Okay? I don't have any, so it's got to be something that comes up to 0. So that would be 7 minus 7. So 7 minus 7 is going to be 0. But when I take 7 times 7, I get my negative 49. So I think of that FOIL method, and that would be my answer for number 3. And then for number 5, I had to think of numbers that would add together to get 26 and multiply together to get 169, and that would be 13. And they're both positive. And so it would be x plus 13 and x plus 13. Hopefully this helps, and good luck with those even ones.